Yo, it's Eddie the Poetic Picker, and today I'm just going to do a quick video how you can mail your items through the post office, contact free, and for cheap. So for people who would probably do what I do, which is reselling, they probably already know about this. But for the general public, people I talk to around here, even people that I know that work for the post office, don't know about this trick. And so I'm just going to do a quick video on it, and hopefully it's helpful for you guys. So the other day I was talking to somebody who worked at the post office. I'll leave them unnamed. I don't want to embarrass anybody. But I was telling them about a certain website that you could use that could get you items shipped a lot cheaper, and that way you can actually print the labels off in your house, so you really don't have to have any contact. You can drop it off at the mailbox with your mailman, set up a pickup, or just drop box at the post office, and avoid contact. And right now that seems to be the perfect thing to do to try to avoid spreading what's going on. It's a simple website. It's called pirateship.com, and we're just going to go ahead and flip over to the computer, and I'm going to show you how to set up the account. I know probably some people already know this, but just I'll run through it real quick, show you how to set up an account. I'll do a label real quick, how you can ship it. This is through the USPS post office. Now, of course, you can mail things through FedEx or UPS, but those particularly you have to go to their websites, and you can get accounts with them and get them for cheaper, and you can do the same kind of situation with them as well. This is specifically for the post office, and this is the cheapest mailing that I can find. So let's go ahead and flip over to the computer and just follow along.
All right, so first things first, let's just go ahead and go to the website, and it's pirateship.com. You see it brings it right there automatically. That's because I go to this website a lot. So I have a quick link right here. I do have an account. We're not going to use the account. I'm going to create a free account here just to kind of show you. It's super easy. I'm going to use the email that I created just for this. Let's see, it's eddie.hodges, type Eddie, at gmail.com. Your full name, not really it. I'll just go ahead and put all the stuff in, and then we'll go ahead and skip to the next part. Alright, so here we are. We just created our account. We actually get some little pop-ups here like, hey, you're ready to ship. Alright, and this is simple. This is if you're just literally just going to ship it. You can search your previous labels. You can schedule pickups through them. Where you want to do it, how much you're sending out, and then you got your selected labels. So if I wanted to ship from where I am from up into New York, all right, so if I want to go to 10001, and you can say what kind of package you're sending out. I do find that sometimes on this website that padded bags and padded envelopes like that tend to be a little cheaper than boxes, but if you send anything over 12 inches, they're automatically going to tell you can put it in a box. And so we're just going to say we're sending a package of 10 inches by 10 inches by 10 inches, right? Just make it easy. 10 inches. Alright, and the pounds we're going to say is 2 pounds and 1 ounce for funsies. For those of you who are worried about the dimensions or the weight of the package and saying you don't have a way to measure it, you don't have a way to weigh it, not a big deal. You can use a piece of paper to measure it. It's 11 inches by 8.5 inches, and kind of use that to weigh based off of what the dimensions of your package. You can use a tape measure and a ruler if you have one. If not, you can print off a ruler off the internet. There's actually apps on your phone you can use to measure your packages. There's also apps to weigh your packages. Now it's not going to work for any heavier stuff, but you can always just use a bathroom scale. If it's too light, you can just step on it, weigh yourself, step off, grab the package, weigh, get back on it, and figure out the difference between the weight and how much your package will weigh. You can use kitchen scales. Just anything like that. Just try to figure it out. If it's heavy enough, you can put it straight on a bathroom scale and weigh it. I've done that before. It's not that difficult to figure out. You just got to find hacks around it, and there's plenty of information out on the internet. Don't be afraid to search it. All right, and we'll get our quotes. And so here's our quotes. These are our quotes with that. It's not exactly, and you can see that it's slightly lower than what you're going to be paying in the post office. This is about what I would pay. Usually, almost pretty close to what I'll be paying if I ship through eBay itself. But if you're just mailing in general, this is perfect, right? $11.90 to send a 2 pound 1 ounce package all the way across America. It's pretty good. And the cool thing about this is I don't have to pay. I don't really have to do anything to go and wait in any line at the post office. I can print it off right here. So if I wanted to go ahead and go on and do this, I would just select Ship Now, and then I would put the address that I'm shipping to, right? Making sure everything's still correct. And then you'll get the rates, and it'll give you the actual then it'll give you your actual price. Let's just look for a New York pizza place, and I'll just deliver it to some random. I won't actually mail it, so don't worry. If you're a random person who works or owns this place and you see me, oh my god, no, I'm not mailing anything to you. I'm just using this as an example. All right, let's see there. There's their address. That's Hattiesburg. I don't want that. I want actual New York. Pizza restaurant then. There we go. 1435 2nd Avenue. All right, let's go ahead and copy that. All right, so Control V. There it is. See, 2nd Avenue, New York, and then bam, it fills all the stuff in for you. Really easy. We're gonna say we're sending this to Joe Schmo. I don't care. All right, so got my address, got my name, zip code, package. I've got my package dimensions and weight. Everything's set. Now I'm just gonna go to get weight. Customs form. Do I need a customs form for New York? That's why I actually had clicked the customs form. Don't do that. Alright, so here's my price, $12.15. Alright, so then I'll just buy label. So I'm just gonna click that, and then it's gonna be, you're gonna put your card number in, and you're saving your buy label, and then it'll bring up a site that will let you print out your form. And hopefully if you have a printer in your house, you can print it out on a regular piece of paper. That is perfectly fine. And just cut it out and tape it on. You can actually buy like these half label pages. I'll put a link down to the ones that I use down in the description, but it's simple. But if you're just trying to do like 1 or 2 packages, I wouldn't recommend going out and buying that. Printing one regular on a printer is perfectly fine. You don't have to print it yourself, but when your neighbors do or somebody you know, you can get the label to. You can just email them the label and they can print it for you. And that will also help you avoid going into the post office. Now, here's some cool stuff about this website. Let's go back to rates. Now, if I say I'm sending an 8 by 6 by 6, right? And it's super heavy. We're gonna say it's 15 pounds. 15 pounds, 8 by 6 by 6 package, and it's gonna go to New York, right? Same thing. I think there's one more zero there. All right. So look at that. $37.20 is the minimum you're gonna get normal. Priority mail is going to cost you $100, and that's $160, still like $16 cheaper than you will be paying the post office. But this is what's cool. This right here, this is a pirate ship thing. This is a cubic mail, right? It's only going to make you pay by the size. $9 to ship out this item, which is going to cost you 15 pounds. You're going to cost you $100 or $37. Now I could probably get something this size into a flat rate and save me some money as well, but it's still not going to go down to $9. So there's an option there if people are trying to use some flat rate stuff. Do realize that just because it's flat rate doesn't mean it's the cheapest. If you can get in a regular size box that's really small, you might be able to get it cheaper, a cubic mail, right here on Pirate Ship for absolutely free. This to make an account for this costs you nothing. All right, and it's the same process. I'm gonna get the quote, and then you go in and say it might be a little higher, it might be a little lower. This isn't always exactly, but it's usually pretty close or dead on. I mean that's really all there is to it. Once you do this part, get the label printed out, you slap it on your box or package. At that point, you're just driving down to the post office if you're gonna do it that route. Now you've seen the option up here. You can use this program to schedule a pickup, and you can get them to come pick it up from your, and you never have to talk to them or anything. If it's small enough, you can leave it. You can put it in your mailbox, put the flag up. It also depends on who your mail delivery person is, but you can put like a note in your mailbox saying, "Hey, package on the front box is a little big," and if you have a really cool one, they'll come pick it up. That's not always guaranteed, but I've had some luck with that, depending on which of my 2 mailmen are running at the time. But even if you do have to go down to the post office, if it's small enough, drop it in the drop box outside. Some post offices have like a little drop box that you can use inside, and I'll use that too. I just make sure that I'm wearing a mask, and I don't, I have something. I make sure I don't have any actual physical contact with the door or the little drop down thing. And I just pull it down, drop the box in there, close it, and walk out. And I don't talk to anybody. I don't come anywhere near anybody. It's still minimal contact to no contact. But if it's still too big and you don't have those options and you need to go in, you can go into the post office for almost every one of them and just say, "Hey, drop off. Where do I leave it?" You don't have to wait in line. You just tell them that you have a drop off already labeled and that you want it. Where do you want to leave it? And they'll tell you. They'll point to a spot. You just drop it there and then leave. That's it. That's all you really have to do, because you don't need to wait in line. You don't need help. You just need to drop off a package. It's too big to fit in the drop box. That's simple. They don't give you a hard time for it. Now, if you're looking to ship international, you can mail through this international just fine. You can mail through the post office international just fine. But PriceShip has something that's called a simple export rate, which is, in my opinion, the cheapest international shipping you can find. It typically just has like a chart. I'll see if I can find it. I go to my New York search here, and you can move off beyond that now. Let's say simple export rate. There's a chart. Let's say chart. Let's see if I can find it. And it's just a chart, right? And it tells you right here, depending on where you're going and the size, the weight of the box, it's going to cost that. That's it. No more, no less. Bam. There's your number. Half a pound to hand can, it's going to cost you $8.95, $10.95. That's it. Simple export rate. Now, you're not going to have this normally. You're going to have to go into the chat and tell them, hey, I want to activate simple export rate. And they'll talk to you for a second. And that's it. And they'll set it up for you. Unless you actually go in and talk to them, it won't work. It won't happen. You have to actually go in here, send them a message, say, hey, I want to set up my simple export rate, and they'll have a conversation usually really quick. It takes literally a minute, maybe two at max, and then they'll have you going. And they're really nice. They're not really going to give you a hard time about it. And then once you have this, that's it. You're just going to go in, bam. And then to mail it, all you're going to do is, I can actually show you. Let me see if I can go to my other account real quick. Shh, don't look down what y'all see in my stuff. I'm just kidding now. I'll just skip to it. And that's the same thing that you would do normally when you're shipping. Simple X rate works perfectly fine. Now here's the kicker on simple export rate. I'll go back to this chart and show you. It's only going to work up to 4 pounds. Okay, anything over 4 pounds, it's not going to work. Chances are you're going to mail it normal. So let's say I'm mailing this thing for 4 pounds on the dot, and it's 12 by 8 by 8, right? And we're just gonna say it's going to, we'll just say United Kingdom is right here, right? United Kingdom. We'll get our rate quotes, right? Now here you go. Here's what you normally have to pay: 67.55, 78.45, 58.66, and then for here, simple export rate shows me 35.95. 35.95. Rest of the world. See that? Bam. There's no doubt in that. It's simple as it can be. Now I can go back up here and let's see what it says Canada. It should stay the same. It should be the price it shows in the chart. So let's get it again. Simple X rate's $23.95. $23.95. That's it, man. That's all there is to it. Now, like I say, this is only going to be up to 4 pounds, but I don't typically mail international beyond that. A lot of my international sales are heavier than 4 pounds. I'll just do through eBay, and I do their eBay international shipping program. And yeah, so that's it, man. It's super simple. There's nothing really to this. It's absolutely free to make this. There's no reason anybody out there, even if you don't mind going to the post office, shouldn't be using this program because it's a lot cheaper. Okay, don't go up there spending post office prices when you have cheap prices right here at the fingertips for absolutely free. There's a lot of people that I've talked to who work post office don't know anything about this website, so I figured maybe I might want to share it with the world, and hopefully some people might get some value out of this.
So there you go, quick and easy, cheap, and if you did get any value, entertainment from this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's the type of videos you do like, you know, reselling, whatever. You know, give me a subscription, hit the notification bell so you don't miss my future videos, and y'all have a good night.